Hey, what's up guys? This is T-Bone here. Welcome back to another episode of playing Gemstone Legends. So this video is going to be the last one that I create for this year. I just want to wish everybody a happy holiday and also a happy new year. And so the goal of this video really is going to be giving away a bunch of codes. So stick around. There's going to be a bunch of codes I'm going to be giving. And I'm also going to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about the heroes in the current event and also the ones that you can obtain, plus the fusion hero for later. So with that, let's get to our first code. All right, so the first code is going to be T_happy_holidays. Go ahead and hit confirm, and you're going to get yourself a couple of cauldrons here. So enjoy it, and let's move on to the next part of the video. So I want to start by talking about our current event hero, Twilight. And if you take a look at her skills, you're going to realize that it's going to be very similar to another hero that we already have in the game, Hempy. So let's talk about her skill here. She grants increased attack to all allies and also defense for 4 turns at max level, and also increases accuracy to all allies for 4 turns. And then her passive ability gives her an increase of 30 speed with 2 mana gain. If you take a look at her base mana gain, she's at 20, so that gives her up to 22 total. And so, you know, if you take a look at her package as a whole, she's an epic hero, but her skills are essentially the same as if you take a look at Hempy, she's going to be a rare hero, and you can see right here she's a tank type. She's got 24 mana gain, okay, and she has the same thing. She can also increase attack and increase defense, and then also has a speed increase based on every 150 defense you put on her, with a mana gain increased by 1. So essentially the same skills, except Hempy doesn't give increased accuracy. But for a rare hero that you can easily max out without really needing to use epic tomes, I would take her over Twilight, to be honest with you. And so to me, I can show you a little bit later how Hempy works, because I don't actually have Twilight here. But to me, I think it's okay, because for me, Twilight is more of a hero that you're going to be using to fuse the legendary anyway. And so I'm not really concerned about that. So with that, I'm going to actually jump into a segue to our sponsor for this video before we move on to the next part. Today's video is sponsored by Bloodline Heroes of Lithis. It is a hero collector fantasy RPG with a 3D art style in which you can build your kingdom and collect champions to defend it. You can download the game right now for free, and if you use my link in the description below, you can also get an amazing starter pack. What makes this game unique and different from the others is your ability to create your own legendary champions by combining different bloodlines. You can choose from elves, demons, demigods, orcs, dwarves, lycans, dragonborn, and vampires. Bloodline Heroes of Lithis' latest update is their biggest yet. They are introducing a new Lycan clan, Gultung, with a new sleek design that will be released this Christmas. They are the most brutal damage dealers in the world, Lithis, and you can combine this brand new lineage of bloodlines with existing heroes to get even stronger hybrids. Starting December 22nd, you can also obtain a Gultung champion for free simply by participating in the Christmas event. And there's more. Starting this December, all players can enjoy battling in the new Guild War Valley of Conquerors on brand new maps with legendary hybrids as rewards. In this season, you will have a chance to claim the Bloodcraft champion Scarlet, a rare combination of demigods and vampires. Download the game now so that you can obtain Scarlet and a new Lycan champion for free. New bloodlines and legendary hybrids are constantly being added to the game with endless possibilities for you to seek the greatest hybrid hero that suits your style. Remember, you can download the game using my link in the description below or using the QR code that you see on the screen. You'll get a special starter pack with 3 stamina potions, 100,000 gold, and 100 diamonds. Download now and create your own legendary hybrid. Alright, so I mentioned that Hempy and Twilight are essentially the same heroes, and so this is the situation that you can benefit from. You can bring in heroes that benefit from attack, like Elgath and Pan here, and also heroes that benefit from defense, such as Rosalia and Vigo. And so what you can see here is, first, you're going to have a speedy hero in both Twilight and as well as Hempy. They're going to be fast, they're going to be speedy, and so you're going to be able to take advantage of that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and activate the skill, and I'm going to give all of these heroes, basically ability to activate their skill. I'm going to go ahead and start with Vigo. You can see 28,000, and then we have Pan, who's going to also get over 20,000. And I'm just going to go ahead and do one more match here so that we can get Rosalia as well as Elgath's skill set here. Again, another 28,000, and then we're also going to get 26 and another 26. You can see just how much damage each of these heroes all can hit with based on a single skill from Hempy. And so that is where her sort of her skills and also Twilight's skill is going to be very beneficial. Now, in terms of the load, I'm just going to quickly show you. For Hempy, you're going to focus on defense because that's how you're going to give her speed. With Twilight, you don't need to focus so much on the defense aspect. You can give her more health, and you can also give her a little bit more speed with the boots. So I would do health more for Twilight's as opposed to defense here because they're essentially a little bit different heroes. I'm going to be giving away 2 codes here. The first one is going to be T_Stellar_Dynasty. I had this code prepared actually when the Stellar Dynasty heroes came out, but I didn't get a chance to use it. So here you go. We're going to go ahead and confirm this, and you're going to get yourself some Astral Dust as well as Astral Dummy, which is going to be really helpful for you as you level up your heroes. And then the next one that I'm going to give you is, again, going to be similar to the Stellar Dynasty ones. And I'm going to put it in here, and it's going to be T_Astral Shards. So you can see where I was trying to go with that one. But if you take a look here, we're going to go ahead and hit confirm. You're actually going to get even coins instead, which is still good because this is something that you have to, it's not easy to obtain these ones. And so 50 free coins is always a good thing to have. And so hopefully this helps you, obtaining the new heroes, and you can use them. I do have plans to showcase them more in the future. And so hopefully this helps. All right, let's quickly go through the 4 epic heroes that you can obtain over the next 4 weeks. I'm going to come right out and say that I personally like Frosty and Cloudy the best. And so let's take a look at the skills of Oris. But I will say though, even though they all are really good and they have good skills, I don't feel that their skills are good enough that warrant you to hold on to them and not fuse the legendary hero. I'm going to show you later on why it's important to get him, but we're also going to talk about the skills of these heroes in case you don't get all of them. You can't fuse them. You should still be able to use these heroes. So Oris increases critical chance and color master, and increases speed for 4 turns and heals all allies if an ally dies. And so to me personally, like what I don't like about this hero is that she only heals if an ally dies. So you really have to set your team up for that. I would have preferred if she could heal just regularly as a healer that can provide critical chance and color master. That will make her super strong. It will make her a really, really good choice to use in many situations. But otherwise, color master and critical chance, you're really only giving heroes that do gem damage a boost, and that's pretty much all. So Oris to me is just kind of middle of the road for me. Whereas Frosty, her ability grants protective shield, and that's already something that I personally prefer, that helps for survivability and increases resistance. So this is also going to help a hero like Gabriella and also Alexander. Anybody that needs survivability is going to benefit from this passive. But the best part about this, her uniqueness, is where she essentially is immune to sleep. She'll wake herself up immediately from sleep status and then deal 1 damage to all ally. Now, if it's a singular sleep on her, she is going to deal 1 damage, but it's 1 damage, so it's really not going to be as impactful. But you do have to watch out for situations where heroes need to be at 100% health to get bonuses. This 1 damage could make the difference. So you do have to pay attention to this, with this. That's the only thing I'm going to call out. She does increase her own speed. She does have mana gain, but her mana gain is pretty low to begin with, and so that passive just gets her up to 20. So I think the Frosty is pretty cool. I like her uniqueness. I like the fact that she is essentially a counter to sleep. And then the last one, Cloudy. So I really like this skill as well. She increases resistance and spell shield, so it makes it really difficult to land negative stats on your allies. And her passive ability also grants immunity and continues to increase resistance. So she's going to be extremely useful in arena, in wars, where your opponents are going to try and come in with a debuffer to try and take out your team. But this is going to help. Now, the thing is, because she is a yellow hero, you're most likely going to go up against, Zarkon or Taiko-san. And so because they are strong against each other, she is at a little bit of a disadvantage also. So something to keep in mind. But overall, I like Clody and Frosty, but not enough to say that, hey, if you get all 4 of them, you shouldn't fuse. You should definitely fuse even if you get all 4. But if you don't get them, personally, I like Clody and Frosty the most. All right, let's go ahead and get our next set of codes. Our next code is going to be a very Christmas themed code, and it's going to be T_jingle_bells. Go ahead and hit confirm, get yourself some gems and also some stamina. And finally, we've got our last code for the year. It's going to be T_happy_new_new year. Okay, let's go ahead and hit confirm and get yourself a gold scroll. So these are going to be good until end of December, just at January 1st. So enjoy, and thanks for all of your support so far. All right, so thanks for sticking with me to the end of this video here. We're going to talk about Moroz, and unfortunately we'll not be able to show him in action because he's not available in the game just yet. But we're going to take a look at his skill. This is a hero that is going to just deal mass damage to fast, speedy heroes. If you take a look at what he does, he deals damage based on 10% of his own max HP, and then based on 2000% of the target speed to all enemies. So in the enemy list, the faster they are, the more damage they're going to get. And they're also going to get hit by decreased attack. So any attackers on the team are also going to have their attack ability be decreased based on this special ability. So this is an AoE attack. It will deal damage to all enemies, and then the passive ability will deal also additional damage to red enemies. Okay, so on top of the damage based on his own HP, based on the speed, he's going to deal even more if he deals damage to red enemies. And he's going to also be very effective against red enemies because he takes even less damage. And then he's also going to gain the chance to inflict freeze on a random enemy for 2 turns anytime he gets hit by special ability. And so it's going to be very dangerous to attack him, and you definitely do not want to bring any red enemies, any red heroes to go up against him. And he's personally immune to freeze, and so it's going to be really difficult to deal with him. And so I think that what you are losing out of using the 4 epic heroes to gain Moroz, I think is actually quite worth it. He is a really strong legendary hero, I believe, and if you can get all 4, even though I think that I really like Frosty and I think Clody is really good out of all 4 of them, I still think that it is worth it to get Moroz because you can always get these epic heroes later on down the line, but it's going to be a lot more difficult to get Moroz. And so if you can fuse them, definitely save up your gold. It's going to cost you 20 million gold to get him, but I think that he's going to be really strong, and I think he's going to be very useful. You'll definitely see him used in a lot of situations after this event is over. And so that is my take on this. I think that the event's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to getting the heroes, and then I will use them and I will level them up, and I'll have a future video ready for you when they're available. So that's going to be it for me for this video, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Again, thanks for a great year. Thanks for all your support, and I will see you in the following episode after the new year. Take care, everybody. Bye now.